This family, they write, direct, produce, star in, film, and edit their own work. They have their own production banner. It's called Wonder Wheel Productions. And all of this, you keep talking about like nostalgia from the area where you grew up. This is filmed on their land, which is in the Catskills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's just this family that like loves horror movies and makes them together as a family on their own land. Like it's, yes, 100%. So the cancer theme, or the theme of dealing with illness, is actually personal to them as well, because both parents are survivors of cancer. And then the daughter who's in the movie, the one who plays Mickey, she has a condition that makes her more susceptible to certain cancers. And I actually want to quote here from an article in Variety where she talks about this. So she says, quote, "You know what? This news sucks. We should make a movie about it." And we did. And it's really personal and beautiful. And also it was very therapeutic making this movie. It felt amazing to take the reins over something that felt very scary. I felt closer to my parents because we did have a lot of conversations about what their past with cancer was like, and how we wanted to tell this story through their lens and mine, and in a powerful way, end quote. And go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I love that.
Well, I love it too. And I love it because it definitely feels like an example of why we started the show. Like, we love horror and we have our own horrors. How do we make sense of that? And I just thought this was absolutely beautiful.
Stop, you're gonna make me
emotional. I know. So later in the same Variety article, John Adams says something I just love. Quote, "That's what we've really come to realize, that in the horror community, there's an open-mindedness and an open-heartedness to the people out there that want to talk about things like this. And it's a lot easier to talk about when it's dressed in blood and magic." End quote.
I'm obsessed.
I love it. I love it so much. It's exactly why you and I are both obsessed with horror movies, and it's why this genre can feel like a very therapeutic thing and a way to talk about some of the horrors in life, and also understand a little bit more about your own humanity and how you process things, and just things that you wouldn't talk about necessarily otherwise. And I think it's so beautiful, and I absolutely love what they are doing.
I agree. Actually, okay, so I will say, because we talked about those few little like lines or like profound statements throughout the film where like even if the rating is bad, there's like some really deep stuff in it. And that's where it comes from, their like own personal experience with this. And that's crazy now that I have more context.
Yes, it gives you, there's more depth than maybe it seemed, and maybe some of the stuff that kind of doesn't make sense once you understand this part of it. It's like, oh. And I do think I could enjoy that movie without all this background, but watching the movie and then learning this just made me love it that much more.
I agree.
Now, did you notice while you were listening, did you notice the soundtrack at all?
The one time I did notice it, and it's funny because I was like, I can't speak of metal again, but when she's running through the woods, that song's like kind of heavy. When she's trying to run away from Solveig, it seemed metal-esque for sure.
It has been described as metal. Would you like to know who the band is?
I do. I would like to know.
It's them. They have a family band, a family metal band. It's called Hellbender. But imagine Hellbender, but picture the word Hellbender. Now delete all of the E's and replace them with sixes. So it's 666. There's 3 sixes. Aww. It's Hellbender spelled with 6s instead of E's, and they do the music in their own movies.
Okay, that's, now that you say that, because like I'm listening to it and I'm like, this is kind of a metal song, but I've never heard of it before, and it's not like the best song I've ever heard. So certainly not mainstream, but it fits like the whole movie vibe too. Like not B-list movie, but you know. Right. Good, enjoyable, but not on the main radio station.
Right. I think it's definitely, it fits the movie for sure.
Oh, it does. Yes. And the lyrics are, I mean, that makes sense because I was like, wow, these lyrics are like perfect for this movie because they wrote the song.
Yes. And one of the articles that I was reading, and I'll post all these on the website, but one of the articles I was reading basically said, sometimes we write songs that are just for the movie, and then sometimes it's about our experience. So this one, I think they said was a blend. They wrote some of the music was talking about what they were going through as far as the cancer and everything. And some of it was written specifically for the movie. And I think that's just really neat.